Hi viewers, so welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about how to find the volume of combination of solids, right? So in the previous video we have discussed how to find the surface areas of combination of solids, right? So for the different types of figures, so we are going to have different approaches to find out surface area of combination of solids. So there we have different approaches, right? But here to find out the volume of combination of solids, so it is very simple, right? So when you are having combination of solids, just if you are adding any solid, then directly add their volumes, and if you are removing anything, just subtract the volume of that particular object, right? Now let us see how simple it is. So if you so these figures you are familiar with, right? So these all are the figures that you have already seen. Now I am going to first find out this particular volume. So if I want to find the volume of this particular solid, then what I can say is, so this particular solid is made up of two hemispheres and one cylinder, right? So this is the first one. So it is combination of two hemispheres and one cylinder. So from this what I can say, so volume of this particular solid is given by, so volume of cylinder plus 2 times of volume of hemisphere, right? So likewise we can directly add the volumes here for this particular question. So this is question number 2. So for this particular figure, how will be the volume? So this is combination of three particular solids, no? So one is cone, one is hemisphere, and one is cylinder. So directly what I can write, so volume of cone plus volume of cylinder plus volume of hemisphere. So directly by adding all the volumes we are going to get the volume of total solid. The same way for this figure what we can say, so volume is given by volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere, right? So in these three particular figures, so in the first row whatever the figures that we have, so in all these figures volumes are getting added up because we are having different solids, so which are being attached to each other, right? In this particular figure, in figure number 4, so this already we have seen in surface areas, right? So to find the volume of this particular figure, so what is the situation that is happening here? So in the cube we are removing a hemisphere from one of its face, right? So if I want the volume of remaining solid, so if I want the volume of remaining solid, that can be obtained by volume of cube minus volume of hemisphere, volume of cube minus volume of hemisphere, right? So whenever you are having a condition for removing, simply subtract the volume which we are removing, and for the conditions where you are having attachment of new objects, so there you are going to add the volumes, right? So I hope you have got the clarity about this particular volume of combination of solids, right? Now before going into the problems, so if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel and watch the video till the end, and please share with your friends, right? Now moving on to question number 1. So what is question number 1? So an iron pillar is there which is consisting of cylindrical portion of 2.8 meters height and 20 centimeters in diameter, and a cone of 42 centimeters height surmounting it. So surmounting it means nothing but, so above the cylinder we are having a conical portion, right? So is asking you to find the weight of the pillar if 1 centimeter cube of iron weighs 7.5 grams. See here, so whenever you want to paint, then you need to consider surface area. So whenever you want to find the weight, then you need to go for volume. Okay, now let us see how this iron pillar looks. So there is an iron pillar, so which is having a cylindrical portion. So this is cylinder. Above the cylinder we are having a conical portion, right? So you might have seen, right, this cylindrical portion is having how much height? So it is 2.8 meters height, and its diameter is 20 centimeters. That means its radius is 10 centimeters. So if it is 10 centimeters, so clearly the base radius of cone is also 10 centimeters. Next, this conical portion height is what he has given, 42 centimeters. So the height of this conical portion is 42 centimeters, and is asking you to find out the weight. So to find the weight, what we are going to do is, so first of all we need to find out the volume, right? So first of all write down what are the things that are given. So here what he has given, so height of cylinder, so height of cylinder is given as 2.8 meters. But if you observe remaining all the terms, so remaining all the dimensions are in centimeters except the height of cylinder. So we can change this 2.8 meters into centimeters by multiplying with 100, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, right? So 2.8 into 100 centimeters. So what I am going to get? So 10 will eliminate that decimal point and 10 will be attached. So this gives me 280 centimeters. So height of cylinder is 280 centimeters. Next, what he has given? So radius of cylinder. So clearly what he has given, so diameter of cylinder is given. So diameter is 20 centimeters. So from that we can directly write radius of cylinder. No, so radius of cylinder is 10 centimeters. So which is also equal to radius of cone. The same way height of cone is also given. So h suffix CO, so which is nothing but 42 centimeters. So we have written all the dimensions. Now finally going for volume of pillar. So volume of pillar is given by volume of cylinder plus volume of cone. Now what is volume of cylinder? So volume of cylinder is pi r square h. So here since these are belongs to cylinder, so suffix cy. Next about cone, 1/3 pi r square h. So these all are nothing but belonging to cone, so we'll be writing with respect to CO, right? Now since he did not mention any value for pi, so directly we can take it as 22/7. So 22/7 into radius of cylinder. So what is radius of cylinder? So it is 10/1 into 10/1 into what is height of cylinder? So height of cylinder is 280/1 plus. So in these problems, substitution and simplification, so these are the two important things. So if you miss anything, so then answer will go wrong, right? So while simplifying, so be careful. So 22/7 into what is radius of cone? So radius of cone is also same, no? So 10/1 into 10/1 into what is height of cone? So height of cone is 42 centimeters. So 42 divided by 1. Now simplification. So 7 4s are 28. So this gives me 40. So here 7 3s. So 7 6 are 42. Next 3 table 2 times. Now what I am left with? So from this clearly, so volume of pillar is given by, so volume of pillar is equal to here. So leave these zeros. So 22 4s are. So what is 22 4s are? So 22 4s are 88. So followed by how many zeros? So we are going to have 3 zeros plus, and after this, so here also 22 2s 44. So this gives me 4400, right? So 4400. So when I add these two, so what I am going to get? So 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, so 0 plus 4 is 4, 8 plus 4 12, so 1 is carried, so 8 plus 1 9. So I am going to get, so volume of pillar is nothing but 92400. So what are the units? So since we have considered in centimeters, so centimeter cube. So volume of pillar we got here. Next what I need? I need weight of pillar, no? So weight of pillar. So weight of pillar is given by, so here what he said, for 1 centimeter cube iron weighs 7.5 grams, right? So for this much volume, so for these many centimeter cubes, so what will be? So 92400 into 7.5. So if I remove 10, then this decimal point I can remove, right? So I can directly take it as 9240 into 75. Now going to multiply this. So 9240 multiplied by 75. Now 5 zeros are 0, 5 fours are 20, 2 is carried, 5 twos are 10, 12, 1 is carried. So 9 5 is 45, 46, Next 7 table, 7 zeros are 0, 7 fours are 28. So 28 means 2 is carried. So 7 2 is 14 plus 2 16. So 1 is carried. 9 7 63 64. Now from this 0 0 8 plus 2 10. So 6 plus 6 12 plus 1 13. So 1 is carried. 6 93. So what I am going to get? 6 9 3 triple 0. So here weight is taken in what? Grams, no? So this is nothing but grams. So clearly we are having 3 zeros at the end, right? So 3 zeros at the end means, so I can directly write it as 693 kgs. So the weight of the pillar is 693 kgs. So I hope you have understood this particular simplification, right? Let's move on to the next question. So here a toy is in the form of hemisphere surmounted by a cone whose circular base is joined with the plane surface of the hemisphere, right? So a toy is made in the form of a right circular cone. So there is a right circular cone, so in this shape. So this is surmounted on a hemisphere. So he has given like this. Next, what he has given? The radius of the base of the cone. Radius of base of the cone is nothing but, he has given it as 7 centimeters, and he has given that. So here he is talking only about cone, no? And cone's volume is 3 by 2 times of hemisphere. Cone's volume is 3 by 2 times of hemisphere. So he did not mention the condition. So he has given one condition, that volume of cone is equal to 3 by 2 times of volume of hemisphere. Now what is asking you to find? So he is asking you to find height of cone as well as surface area of toy. So surface area of toy he is asking you to find up to 2 decimals, and he is asking you to take pi is equal to 3 1 by 7. 3 1 by 7 is nothing but 22 by 7 only, right? Now let us write down what are the things that are given first. So what he has given? So base radius of cylinder is, so base radius of cone is given. So radius of cone is nothing but 7 centimeters. So which is also the radius of hemisphere, right? Now, and one more thing he has given. So volume of cone is equal to 3 by 2 times of volume of hemisphere. So this is also the thing that is given, right? Now from this directly I can take that volume of cone. So what is volume of cone formula? So 1/3 pi r square h is equal to 3 by 2 times of what is volume of hemisphere? So hemisphere volume is 2/3 pi r cube, right? 2/3 pi r cube. Now when I substitute the value, so here 3 gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled, right? Now on both sides I can cancel out pi also. So from this, when I substitute the values, so here this is radius of cone, here radius of hemisphere. So when I substitute the values, so this becomes 7 square into height of cone is equal to, here on the right hand side what I am left with? So only r cube, no? So this I can write it as 7 square into 7, because I can cancel out this 7 square with 7 square. So from this height of cone is nothing but 7 into, so this 3 if I transpose it becomes into 3. So from this clearly what is height of cone? So height of cone is equal to 21 centimeters. So we got the height of cone, right? So height of cone is 21 centimeters. But along with that he is asking to find out surface area of the toy. So surface area of toy. So again he is asking you to recall the concept which we have done earlier, right? So how to find the surface area of the toy? So surface area of the toy is given by CSA of cone plus CSA of hemisphere, right? So what is CSA of cone? So pi r into root over, since we don't know the slant height directly, I am going with root over h square plus r square. So this is nothing but r square plus h square plus what is CSA of hemisphere? 2 pi r square. So when I substitute the values, so pi is 22 by 7, no? So I can take common from both the things. Here what is r value? So r is 7. So 7 into square root of 7 square plus what is height here? So height already we have found, no? So height is 21 square plus, so already pi I have taken common, so no need to bother about that. So 2 into what is r here, so radius is 7 square. Now from this what I am going to get, so from both the terms, so this 7 here, this 7 here, and this 7 here, I can cancel it out. From this what I am going to get, 22 into, so what is this value, so 21 square is 441, 441 plus 49, so 441 plus 49 is 490, so 490 I can write it as 7 root 10 plus 2 7s are 14, 2 7s are 14. Now from this what I can do, so 22 into, so here root 10 value, so root 10 value I have considered here, so root 10 value is 3.16, so 7 into 3.16 plus 14, so when I multiply this 3.16 with 7, so 7 6 is 42, so 4 is carried, 7 1s are 7 plus 4 11, 1 is carried, 7 3 is 21, 22. So from this I can write it as 22 into 22.12 plus 14. So when I add 14 here, so what I am going to get, so this is 2, this is 1, 6 3, so the value within the brackets it becomes 22 into 36.12. so when I multiply with 22, what I am going to get, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12, 2 3s 6 plus 1 7, the same thing that I am going to get in the second line also. So from this 4 6 4 9 7, so what I am going to get, so since we are having two decimal values, so I am going to get 794.64 centimeter square. Since it is surface area, so we are going to get 794.64 centimeter square, right? So here calculation is very important. So simplification and calculations plays a major role in mensuration chapter, right? Next, moving on to one more question. So what he has given, find the volume of largest circular right circular cone that can be cut out of a cube whose edge is 7 centimeters, right? So let us see the figure first. So this is nothing but my cube, so I did not get it properly. So this is nothing but my cube, right? So from this cube what I should do, so I need to cut out a right circular cone. So I need to cut out a right circular cone. So right circular cone means nothing but, so we are going to have the parallel, so the base should be on this face, right? Now if you observe this particular edge length, so this particular edge length is given as 7 centimeters, right? So on this base, so we are going to have the base of that particular cone, and the height is nothing but will be parallel to the edge length of the cone. Understood? So what is that? This particular circular base lies on, so this particular base lies on one of the face of the cube, and this height of the cone will be parallel to the edge length of the cube, right? So from this what we can say, so what can we say is nothing but, so if I want to find the maximum volume, so if I want maximum volume, the radius should be, so the diameter should be equal to the edge length of the cube, and height of the cone should be equal to edge length of the cube, right? So what I am saying here, so diameter of cone is equal to edge of cube, the same way height of cone, so the same way height of cone is equal to edge length of cube. So already we know the edge length of cube is how much? 7 centimeters. So from this 2 times of radius is equal to 7 centimeters. So from this we are going to get radius is equal to 7 by 2 centimeters. right? The same way height is equal to 7 centimeters, right? So from this we got radius and height of the cone to get maximum volume. So from this Vmax, so Vmax is nothing but, so volume of maximum cone that we can obtain is nothing but given by, so formula is nothing but the same, volume of cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Now substitute the values, so 1/3 into 22/7 into what is radius, so radius is 7/2 into 7/2 into what is height here, so height is 7/1. Now 7 I can cancel it out. Next this 2 in 22 it goes 11 times. Next what I am going to get here, so 7 7s are 49, 49 11s, so 49 11s is simply calculated like this, so 9 13 5, so this is given as 539 divided by 3 2s are 6. Now in 6 table, so 6 8s are 48, right? 6 8s are 48. Next, so 48 means how much is left? 5, so 59. So 6 9s are 54, so 54 means again 5 is left, so that's why we have taken a decimal point, so 50. So 50 means again 8 6 are 48, so 48 followed by 2, so 2 means 20, so 20 means we can take it as 18, so 6 3s are 18. So this is nothing but the value of, so if you want you can continue like this, so but we need to stop here. So the maximum volume of cone is nothing but 89.83 centimeter cube, right? Let's move on to one more question. So he has given question number 4, a cylindrical tub of radius 5 centimeters. So there is a cylindrical tub of radius 5 centimeters and length is 9.8 centimeters, is full of water. It is full of water. Next, so full of water means nothing but it is filled with water up to the brim, right? Next, a solid is in the form of right circular cone mounted on a hemisphere is immersed into the tub. So when you take one object and if you immerse into the tub, what will happen? So water will come out, right? So water will be spilled out. So how much amount of water will be spilled out? So it is nothing but equal to, so what volume of amount you are keeping inside, so immersing inside the water, that much amount of water will be spilled out, right? Now here how much amount of water will be spilled out? So it is simply given by nothing but the volume of the toy, right? Now if you observe the figure, so what are the things that are given? Let us see. So here he has given a tub, so a tub's radius is 5 centimeters and height is 9.8 centimeters and it is full of water, right? So since it is filled with water and there is one particular toy, so which is in the shape of cone surmounted on a hemisphere, so this particular thing he has immersed into this. So when you are immersing into the water tub, automatically the amount of, so whatever the amount of, whatever the volume of the toy that will be present, that much amount of water will be spilled out of my water tub, right? And finally what is asking you to find? So find the volume of water left in the tub. So you need to find out the water that is left inside the tub. So let us see this. So what are the things that are given? So first of all we are going to write that. So first of all, radius of cylinder is given. So radius of cylinder is 5 centimeters. Next, height of cylinder is given. So height of cylinder is 9.8 centimeters. So this 9.8 centimeters I can write it as 98/10 centimeters. Next, about cone and hemisphere. So radius of hemisphere is equal to radius of cone only, no? So radius of hemisphere is equal to radius of cone, so which is given as 3.5 centimeters, so which is nothing but 7/2 centimeters. Next, height of cone is given. So height of cone is 5 centimeters. Now what did he ask you to find? So he asked you to find volume of water left, right? So volume of water left. So volume of water left is equal to, so first of all we need to take volume of cylinder. So volume of cylinder minus volume of cone plus hemisphere. right? So volume of cylinder minus volume of cone and hemisphere, so that gives me my amount of water that is left inside the tub, right? So volume of cylinder is given by pi r square h, pi r square h minus of, so volume of cone is nothing but 1/3 pi r square h, plus volume of hemisphere is 2/3 pi r cube. So these are nothing but the values that are given, right? Okay, now to find out the values, so we need to substitute the values. So pi is 22/7 into, what is the radius here? So radius of cylinder first. So these all are nothing but the things of cylinder. So 5/1 into 5/1 into, what is height of cylinder? Height of cylinder is 98/10. So these all are belong to the value of cylinder, minus 1/3 into 22/7 into, so what is radius of cone here? So radius of cone is 7/2 into 7/2 into height of cone is 5/1, plus, so here 2/3 into 22/7 into, so 7 cube by 2 cube. So from this what I am going to get? So in 7 table, so 7 ones are 7, right? Next 2 is left, so 7 fours are 28. So what I am going to get? 22 into 5 into 5 into 14. So 22 into 5 into 5 into 14. Next here what I am left with? So 1 7 gets cancelled. Next here also what will happen? So 1 2 in 2 cube, 1 2 will get cancelled, so this becomes 2 square. Again in this 2 square, in 22 11 times it goes cancelled, so in the denominator we are going to have 1 2. So this 7 in 7 cube, it goes 7 square times. Next here also this 2 in 22, it goes 11 times. Now what are the things that are left with? So 22 into 5 into 5 into 14/10. So what I am going to get for that value? 22 into 5 into 5 into 14. So this gives me 7700, right? So denominator we are having 10 now, so this gives me 7700 divided by 10 minus, so here if I see 11 into 7 into 5, so 11 into 7 into 5, this gives me 385 divided by 6. So 385 divided by 6 plus 11 into 7 square, so already we have done, I think, right? So 7 square is 49, so 49 into 11, so 49 into 11 gives me 539. So this is 539 divided by 6. So directly I can add the numerators, right? So since the denominators are same, so I can directly get so 385 plus 539. So what I am going to get? So 924. So here 0 0 gets cancelled, so this becomes 770 minus 924 divided by 6. Now in 6 table, can I cancel this? So this is 770 minus, in 6 table 6 ones are 6, so 3 is left, so 32. So 32 means, so 6 5s are 30. Next 24, so it gives me 154. So 770 minus 154 gives me 616 centimeter cube. So 770 minus 154 gives me 616 centimeter cube. So since it is volume, so we are going to write it as centimeter cube, right? So thank you for watching the video. So the remaining problems we are going to solve in the next video, right? So thank you for watching.